Supreme Court says Trump ally Steve Bannon must begin prison sentence. Bannon wanted to remain free while appealing his contempt of Congress conviction to the Supreme Court. Washington. Former Trump aide Steve Bannon is headed to prison after Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts, on Friday, rejected his emergency request to postpone a 4-month sentence while he appeals his contempt of Congress conviction. Bannon is scheduled to report to prison on July 1. Bannon was convicted in 2022 for defying a subpoena from the House committee that investigated the Capitol attack on January 6, 2021. U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves opposed letting Bannon remain free because he is unlikely to reverse the verdict or win a new trial. Bannon said he was relying on his lawyer's advice not to respond to the subpoena until it was resolved whether the former White House aide was protected by President Donald Trump's claim of executive privilege. That doctrine allows presidents to keep confidential some executive branch communications. Prep for the polls. Say who is running for president and compare where they stand on key issues in our voter guide. House lawyers argued that Bannon had thumbed his nose at the committee and ignored the subpoena. But the trial judge and one of 3 judges on the appeals panel found Bannon's claim that he didn't willfully violate the law raises substantial legal questions. Bannon's lawyer, Trent McCotter, told the Supreme Court. McCotter also argued that if Bannon is imprisoned, he will have served his sentence before the Supreme Court is able to review his case. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals on Monday extended the deadline to July 15 for Bannon to ask the full circuit to review his appeal. A 3-judge panel rejected his argument and ruled he should go to prison, but the entire circuit of 11 judges could choose to review it. Lower courts said Bannon unlikely to win on appeal. Both U.S. District Judge Carl Michels, who presided over the trial, and a divided panel of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals found Bannon is unlikely to win his appeal and refused to keep him out of prison in the meantime. It was enough that Bannon knew what the subpoena required, yet intentionally refused to appear or to produce any of the requested documents. Judges Cornelia Pillard and Bradley Garcia ruled for the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. Judge Justin Walker disagreed, writing that Bannon should remain out of prison while the Supreme Court considers his case, because his willfulness in defying the committee is a close question. Another former Trump aide, White House aide Peter Navarro,